Facebook update, July 9. Sphere Being Alliance, thank you for all of the supportive comments. Remember, what it all comes down to with the info I and others are presenting is to use your own discernment. Work daily on becoming more loving, forgiving, of self and others, stopping the wheel of karma, working to become service to others, while not becoming a doormat to others. Stand up for yourself in a loving, forgiving way, and work to raise your consciousness and vibrations on a daily basis. Remember, we are all one, no one more important than the other. Loving others is loving ourselves. The info I am presenting is fully angering the Cabal/Illuminati/Draco overlords in a huge way. They are working on those with weaker character and spiritual fortitude to use as tools to lash out and attack myself and those who work with or support me in any way. Bloggers and forum posters mainly. Remember the 3 Ds of a disinfo campaign when a disclosure initiative has an effect: decoy, distraction, and deception. I think a 4th D would be added: division. It is not about me, the messenger. It is about the message. Please focus on the message and apply it to your lives and lead by example. Leave the karmic energy to those who are behaving with dishonor and knowingly in a reactionary and emotional way. Forgive and love them as you would want done to yourself. I was recently given a poster that had the same golden rule for 9 groups, including the Ma, yeah, you are myself, we are all one by Popol Vuh. Learn it, live it, love it. This information comes from and is all about love and forgiveness, which is not from the Cabal or the negative forces, as all of you well know, feel. This is not their philosophy or way of controlling humanity. It is through division. This is how we will defeat the opposition. Corey, GoodETxSG _ Facebook update, July 10th, Sphere Being Alliance from KP's blog, an example of a man, a blogger using his own discernment with all of the sources and information coming out relating to disclosure right now. This is a very healthy mindset that I think everyone should have. Do not lock on to belief systems or gurus. Stick with your intuition and discernment. Even if it uncomfortable or goes against established beliefs. We will all need to be flexible in this way during a full disclosure event. KP message, July 9, 2015. The strangeness of this disclosure thing, KP, I am not a long as hell kind of poster. So this will be short. This whole disclosure thing is really individual. Yes, I am aware that some of the Corey, GoodET/DW recent informations has perhaps brought forth a bevy, yes, that's a real word, of responses from other disclosure sources and commenters. They may or may not be viewed as freaking out. Is that any of my business? No. Do I make it any of my business? As far as I'm concerned, Corey's full of it, Talek's full of it, David Wilcock's full of it. KP's full of it. And what is it? For myself, it is data. All of them are data sources for me. Which do I attune to? Do I believe one over the other? I check my gut, navel, solar plexus, higher innards, and see what rings the bell. With me. And no one else. What have my own disclosure things been? Well, a quick summary: 2008, lights moving around in the sky when I talked to them. 2009, Lake Titicaca riding back on a putt-putt boat coming back from the island of Ko, seeing diamonds of light coming down from the sun, and forming in the water, crystal beings, we called them, being on top of Ko the night before, finishing a ceremony. Then all of a sudden the wind almost blasted us away. After being completely still, the ship had come to us in the form of wind. But the greatest form of disclosure in my case has been this, the growth of an inner knowing that there is all sorts of life I am connected to, and they are all facets of myself. The one. So I better stop this before it's much longer. Aloha, KP, Facebook comment by KP. Now I'll have to take down that statue I have of you on a pedestal. Corey's response, Sphere Being Alliance, well, you certainly do not pin propaganda of any one person, source. I'm very happy that you use your own discernment and go with it. I am also glad to see many more people beginning to do the same. During this transitional period with these galactic, cosmic high energetic waves flowing into our solar system. Many of us are having a difficult adjusting. It is causing many to think and act in ways they never dreamed they would. To stay grounded is very important during this time. Ty KP, Corey, GoodETxSG, question about UFO sighting, what's going on here anyway? I live in Denmark. Anyone know who those guys are? Or it's better not told. Corey's response, Sphere Being Alliance, where's the proof? Question mark LOL smile emoticon. Stand by those who cannot deal with this info. More proof than you can possibly deal with is on the way. Via the heavy hacks that have barely even been reported on. The SSP Alliance has been flying by NASA and Russian live feeds for years to give disclosure. Not enough? Never is, never will be. Will it? Stand by with eyes and ears open. Corey/GoodETxSG- Facebook update, July 11th, Sphere Being Alliance. I have had what DW calls major negative greetings. My aunt, who is 11 years older than I, who was raised as my sister, diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer today. This is very upsetting as she is one of my favorite people in the world. We had a day of family and also spent some time at a pool, water park to relieve the stress of the situation. Breast cancer has ravaged my family in a very bad way. I will be releasing the part 2 of the article on Saturday or Sunday as of this point in time. I am sorry for the inconvenience, but life happens and so do these horrible diseases that I feel helpless to assist within my most respected and loved people until certain technologies are released by the elite. Some say, just release it. It is not that simple until a full disclosure moment and the release of technologies. In the meantime, losses and stress of loved ones who suffer is something that seems completely unwarranted. I am ready for the medical technologies to be released now. More now than ever. This is very upsetting to me and make me feel impotent knowing the technologies available. I will release part 2 ASAP, please bear with me and be patient. It will be worth the wait. With love and respect, Corey/GoodETxSG.